Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin', and today we're going to do something just a little bit different. I have decided to create a series called Crafting with the Bug, and what that basically means is that I will on Sundays post a video that is crafting. It won't be so much stamping with Stampin' Up, and no, I'm not leaving Stampin' Up, and yes, I'll still post Stampin' Up videos, but I like to craft. I like just to craft, not with any stamps. Sometimes I do craft with stamps, so it just depends. But I thought it would be nice for you guys to kind of see what else I do in my life as far as in my craft room. And I had found these pumpkins through a Facebook page called Mary Berry Boutique, and I will leave a link down below to her Facebook page. But I had seen another YouTuber with these pumpkins, and I think she added fabric to them, and I thought, oh, those are really cute, so I wanted to purchase them. So I got them in the mail the other day, and I was playing around with them, different ways of how I was going to do these pumpkins, and they turned out they're turning out a little bit different than what I originally planned, but I actually like the end result. And so I wanted to come on here and show you guys. All right, well, let's get started. So today we're going to be using the Buffalo Check stamp set that's from Stampin' Up. Now I like this stamp because it's, well, Buffalo Check. And I have that throughout my house in my decor. And I thought when I first got these pumpkins that I was going to do like a light whitewash and then stamp them with this. I had done different versions. But I accidentally painted one of the pumpkins white and then got some messed up. So here's what it looks like. What I was going to try to do, but then I ended up painting one, so I thought, well, I'll just paint all of them. And it still is a pretty effect because I've done one on the paint. And I'm going to make a banner of this. So first thing we're going to need is we're going to need our stamp set, our stamp. And then I'm going to be using the F block. And if we're going to put our stamp on here. And I am going to ink this up. Now I could paint my checks on here, but why when I have a stamp? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink up my stamp. Now, you don't have to be perfect on your ink on your stamp because this is supposed to look a little rustic farmhouse decor, okay? But this also helps. Instead of me having to paint all these, I can just take this, put it on here, and it's stamped. All right, so I've inked this up. Now, what I've done is I have used chalk paint on these. I've already painted them. I even painted them on the edges here. So it's got a nice, good surface to stamp on. So I'm going to throw this on here. Just kind of plop it down. And then I'm just going to use my fingers. And I'm just going to press down a little bit since we're not using our block to press down. Okay. Again, it does not have to be perfect, okay? And then I'm just going to lift this up with my finger, and look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love how that turned out. It doesn't, again, doesn't have to be completely, filled in. I like the rustic look of that. Okay, so we've done that one. And we're going to do the big one now. I'm hoping that this big one's going to work because I don't know if my stamp is big enough. So we're going to see. Let's see. Oh, it may just be off just a little bit, but that's okay. I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, I'm just going to set this down. Okay. Now, like I said, I don't know if I pointed this out, but she did send these centers that you can make more of a 3D effect, and you can stamp those too as well. I don't think I'm going to do that. We'll see. I may end up liking it, but I didn't paint the sides of those. Okay, look at that. Now, I know that it did not go up the top up there, so I'm going to try to angle my stamp towards me a little bit and see if I can line this stamp up with this dark one here and see if I can do this with my stem. We're gonna see. If you're watching this, then it worked. There you go. So it worked a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect again, so that's fine. So it worked. You guys got to see that. All right, I'm gonna finish these last 3 and then I'll be right back. I have finished stamping all my pumpkins, and I want you guys to notice, if you haven't already, that it did dry a little gray, with the look of a gray look, but that's fine. I thought when I first stamped it that it was gonna stay that dark black, but it did change the gray like it did on my other sample, so I'm glad that it did that. I liked more of the gray. For this particular project, I like the gray. So it looks, I mean, a grayish, blackish tint. The next thing I did is I decided to run some thinlits through the Big Shot with our detailed leaves thinlit dies. Now this is part of the Falling for You leaves bundle, I think it is. It's in the holiday catalog. And I used this one right here. The inside here is a detail. And I just want to show you how pretty that just pops out. That is so pretty. I like the way it looks. And then I decided to take some, I don't know, twine. I don't know what this is, or rope. I actually got this from the Dollar Tree. And I just tied some in knots. I'm going to trim this one a little bit. I just tied 2 pieces in a knot. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Just like this. So I thought it gave it a little bit of a, added look to that. So all I did was I took my leaf after I ran it through the Big Shot, and I just folded part of the stem towards the back. So it kind of looks like that. And then I took a little bit of my hot glue and just, oh, that's a lot on that one. And I set it down in there to hold it. Let that sit there for a minute. And then I took some hot glue on this one and added a little dollop. And I just put it on top of the leaf. And hold it there for a second. Yeah. That's probably a little bit higher than I wanted. That's okay. And if you do need to trim your ends, you can. I'm going to trim this one off to make it match the other ones. Okay. And then here are all 5 of them. All finished. Already done. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our banner. So she did send, Miss Mary did send the rope that goes with this. Oh wait, this is the twine, like the rope trim, or I don't know what you call this. It's from Dollar Tree. This is what she sent. It's more of a thicker one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this out, and I'm going to lay out my pumpkins. And I'm going to start with a bigger one first, of course, because that's going to be in the middle. And I'm just going to take my rope and meet the 2 ends, and then this will give me my middle, and that's where I want to glue at. Okay, that's where I want to glue this first pumpkin. So I'm going to turn my pumpkin over, and I'm going to get my glue gun, and I'm just going to run a bead of glue, and then I'm just going to set that down in there. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to move to the next one. I'm trying to think how much rope I got. Okay. So, I don't know. About, I'll let you know how many inches that is in a second. I'm just going to go with eyeing it first at the first point. Put another bead of glue down. And take my rope. Now, I did go buy me some of these little pink finger covers from that Mod Podge makes. That didn't hold that glue down fast enough. Okay, just hold that on there. It's almost like our silicone mat. Okay, then I'm going to move that over and take this next big one. Again, I'm just eyeballing it. Maybe do a little thicker glue. There we go. There we go. Okay, and that still leaves me plenty of rope on the end. Okay, so we're going to take this, move over this way, move over this way. Take our small one, this small one, line it up first. kind of like that. Maybe a little bit more, like that. I'm not being too precise on this. Oh, I forgot to glue that one, didn't I? Okay, roll it over. Now, the thinner line of glue you use, the faster it will dry. So if you use a little bit thicker on this, it'll be okay. I'm gonna take my glue and put a little bit, oops, again, too much, Denise. But it'll hold that leaf, okay? And then we'll take this last one and measure it out again, about like that, okay? Little glue gun here and roll it. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll roll it a little bit. Now, what you can do is you can go back with your glue gun to make it secure and just kind of go over the rope in the back. Okay, let that dry. And do the same thing with this. I just kind of went back and forth. That one. And then this will be the last one. Okay, there we go. Now, we'll let those dry a little bit. So I've given it a little time to dry on the back because I did put a little bit thicker adhesive on there. And I hope you guys can see all these. I'm going to try to string it out on a string. I know you guys won't be able to really see it, but look how they kind of just go like that. I will display these on one of my picture ledges. I have where my old window is at. I'll probably put it right there. I'm really liking how these turned out. So there you go. So a little crafting with the bug while using Stampin' Up! I'll be listing all the materials that I listed, included the link to the Mary Berry Boutique. Down below there'll be a post that goes and tells you what kind of Stampin' Up! Products that I used, if you guys would like to recreate one of these yourself. And if you do, please let me know. I'd love to see it. Thank you guys for joining me and indulging me in my other crafting hobby, my crafting side. And I can't wait to see how this comes about in the future. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for stopping by today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Toodles.